Oh yeah, I just realized I should probably just wait till do that. Well, I could at least take it out of the... Nah, that was funny. I feel like I'm gonna lose all my work at some point when I'm accidentally deleting these forums. It's just gonna suck if I accidentally lose all my work. Like, this is probably a bad idea. I should have just... I don't know. It would have really been annoying if I had to constantly change the numbers on this. So we have their income, we have their interest income, we have their 23, which is their capital gains, we have their business income, and then there might be... No, I think... No. This 204 should be right. I mean, it's obviously not right, but... We have a couple different things. We have... Okay. We have... So we need some deductions. We need our IRA deduction, and we need the self-employment tax deduction. And he calculated the self-employment tax to be 11,000 something. Weird. How come in the problem itself it has a different number? Because you literally just gave us the tax. Well, not really. Hold on a second. He gave us the self-employment tax already. You know what's funny? You gave us the self-employment tax for her specific business here. Her tax. So, the way that this works is the tax that is paid by Tina, shouldn't it theoretically be double what this tax is? This is payroll taxes. Do payroll taxes count towards the income? I don't think so. I omitted the payroll tax from the expenses. Oh wait, did I? Maybe not. Oh. Now I have to open that file and see if I did. Yeah, this tax probably is a complete... What? Wash? What is the term? Whatever the term is for... I'm probably going to get everything completely wrong on this. It's not this one. Dang it, which... In expenses, I included the payroll tax, didn't I? No, I didn't. I didn't include the payroll tax in the expenses. 23. I looked up the instructions for 23. I think I would have noticed. Let me just double check. Gosh dang it. But I'm pretty sure I would have put it if it said that payroll taxes are going to be put there. But I'm pretty sure it's not. Payroll taxes are separate. I don't know why there's two separate things here. Please give me the instructions for line 23. Where is it? The heck? Where is it? It says you cannot deduct. See, look. Do not reduce your deduction So I do have to include the payroll tax on the taxes. Wait, I do. So that's a mistake. Right? According to this, Social Security, Medicare taxes. So it looks like I do, in fact, include that on line, whatever, 23. That means I have to change everything. That means I'm messed up. Everything's messed up again. Okay. I highly doubt this is going to fix the problem, but it could fix the problem. Schedule C. So I need to add the payroll tax to their expenses. I did not originally add that. I don't know why I didn't. Like, I didn't read the instructions to make sure that I don't include that. Clearly you include payroll taxes in their expenses. Oh, man. Seriously? I didn't include it? Man, payroll taxes are going to be here. So, 11,150. Now I have to recalculate the whole thing. I hate when it does this. I believe that's all the only thing I messed up. I mean, I'm not going to double check it again. Like, how could I possibly have not done that? Clearly, payroll taxes are, I mean, it's an expense, obviously, and there's taxes and licenses, and the instructions say right here, Social Security, Medicare taxes paid to match required withholding from your employee's wages. You can deduct the following taxes on this line. See? So, now I have to recalculate the whole thing. I have to recalculate the expenses by adding all these expenses together. Let me just... So first of all, there's an easier way. I don't have to add them all up again. What I could do is take the original number I had, 382.5, and add 11,150. I can get the answer this way, but just to be safe, I'm going to do it another way just to make sure. So my answer should be 220,532.5. Now I'm going to just add all the numbers. 2014, 732.5 plus 4,500 plus 4,000 plus 4,000 plus 32,800 plus 11,150 plus 26, 350 plus 120, 500 plus 500. So we have 2014, 732.5, 4,500, 4,000, 4,000, 32,800, 11,150, 26, 350, 120, 500, and 500. 220, 532.5. So this number is now going to be changed to 220, comma 532.5. Save. So now, tentative profit or loss. This number is going to be changed. It's going to be line 7 minus line 28. So line 7 is 301,500 minus 220, 532.5, and tentative profit is 80,000, comma 967.5. Save, and let's check that we did it right. 301,500 minus 220, 532.5, and we get 80,000, blah blah blah. So that's going to be the same down here, and 80,000, comma 967.5. So now that's all those things are fixed. That should be fixed now. So save and go to skip form 1040 and change this number right here to 80,967.5. So now that we've changed that number, oh my gosh, come on. And so we've changed that number. Now this number is going to be different, obviously. So we will now add this number, this number, this number, and this number. Their income is still going to be way over 150, right? Their adjusted AGI is going to be way over 150. It should be. But if it's not, then I'll have to try to figure out the rental thingamajig. I hate that because he didn't even specify whether it was he was an active participant. 967.5. So we have 88,568, 23,875, 80,967.5. Now I should have the correct number for their total income. 193, comma, 410.5. So maybe we're getting closer to the actual correct answer. Could be getting closer. So now that we've dealt with that, it's looking a little bit better. It's looking a little better. Still not convinced that I'm gonna... Wow, he's a 113. He probably did like months ago. Okay, so now there's trying to do 4 AGI deductions. We have calculated, we have added the IRA deduction. There's only one more, and it's the self-employment tax. And guess what? He says that the self-employment tax is $11,440. Hello? It's $11,150. It should just be this number, shouldn't it? Oh, you know what? How do you calculate the self-employment tax again? Now I have to look this up in our textbook, which is so stupid. I could look it up on a tax form, but it's probably easier to just look it up in our textbook. So, dang it. So self-employment tax, which will actually be on Form 1040, won't it? No. Wait. Where's the additional taxes and stuff? Right. So additional taxes, Schedule 2. It's actually also going to be on Schedule 2. So I don't know if there's going to be any other taxes other than the self-employment tax. And to figure out the self-employment tax requires another tax form, which I don't want to do another tax form. He only told us to do a certain number of tax forms. I'm not going to do any more tax forms than I have to. That's fine. So now I have to find the self-employment tax calculations. Unfortunately, they don't tell you how to calculate the self-employment tax in this chapter because we have to look at a different chapter to find that. Wait a minute! What are you talking about? I just read the instructions. It says you can deduct your self-employment tax right here. Well, the Social Security and Medicare taxes. It says you can deduct it. Are you kidding me? Schedule C. Can you deduct payroll taxes on Schedule C? What number am I going to reach if I ignore the self-employment tax and just deduct the IRA thingy, and that's it? What number am I going to get to? Because we're at 193 at this point. So 6,500. We're at 186. And what's the difference between 186,910.5 and the check number of 181, 690? We're getting 5220.5 times 2 is 10,441. Hilarious. Still not going to get the right answer no matter what. Can I get the self-employment tax number correct? The self-employment tax. How do you calculate it anyways? That was funny. Right. Multiply the amount by 92.35%. And then I think it's going to be multiplied by like 15.3% or something like that. Because it's going to be 12.4 plus 2.9 is 15.3%. So it looks like also, how high of an income do you have to have additional taxes like net investment tax and all that stuff? But whatever, just compute this first. So we're gonna have 80,967.5 times 90.92 0.135 times 0.153. Oh my gosh, I got the right answer. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I got the answer. What? That means I have to be correct. I got 11,440. No way. All right. Okay. I want to show my work. I want to prove I didn't just copy the answer. Here, I'll put self-employment tax here. We have the number. Let's go to history. We have 80,967.5. 0.9235, 0.153 equals this times this times this. Save. I'm making it look very nice so that he understands I did not cheat for that particular part. I got the right answer for the self-employment tax of 11,440. So and then there's some kind of part of that tax that you can deduct. Apparently you can deduct half of that tax. But where do you deduct it? I guess it's in Schedule 1, where you deduct half of this tax, right? You deduct half of it. So if we go to deductions again and go to, I can't remember where it is. Self-employment tax deduction. So you can deduct, if your self-employment tax is amount, you take half of your amount, and so it's half of this. And then this will be equal to this divided by 2. So 5,007. How many decimals? Whatever, we're just going to put. Now we only need 2 decimals for this. For tax forms, let's just go with 2 decimals. Okay, so Schedule 1, we have 5,720. Okay, so we have 5,720 point 17. Now, I believe that is all of our 4 AGI deductions that we have to account for, so therefore we're done. We just have to add those 2 numbers. I don't think there's any more, are there? So, total other adjustments, 24A through 24Z. Whoops, no. Add lines 23 and 25. Okay, so add lines 11 through 23. So just add these two. We have this. This is our final amount, which is just simply going to be adding those two numbers. So we have 5720.17 plus 6,500, and we end up with $12,220.17. So, so now that we've got that done, we apparently it looks like we're done with Schedule 1. Schedule 1 is done. Oh, I have to change this number back. What was the number? Maybe I'll just copy and paste the other number from 1040. Feels weird to do that, but 3, paste, save. So, start. Okay. So we've calculated additional income. We've calculated. Now, actually, is there any other income here? I don't think so. Dude, is the interest income supposed to be put on here? I don't think so, because it's supposed to be put on directly on 1040. We already put the interest income. Additional income doesn't go here. Last year's tax refunds. I don't think taxable refunds is going to be on here. So, so the rental one, we decided not to put it because it's a loss and their AGI is going to be too high. Unemployment, other net operating loss, gambling, cancellation platform, income, Alaska, stock options, income from rental. So, looks like nothing else. It's just going to be this 80,967.5. $80,000, 967.5. So looks like we have completed Schedule 1. Schedule 1 is complete. So we now have 12,220.17 of deductions. That's funny. So we will put that to adjustments to income. Line 10. Goes on line 10. Line 10, yes, goes on line 10. Adjustments to income is going to be 12,220.17. I have a bad feeling that we're still going to get the wrong answer, but oh well. We got the right answer apparently for the. If we got the right answer for the self-employment tax, that must mean that we got the right answer for the income from the business. So at least that's right. I don't know why. What else could I possibly have done wrong here? Because taxable interest is their interest income from. I mean, I don't see what else they're supposed to. Where else I'm supposed to put that? How could that be wrong? But anyways, now we have subtract 10 from 9. And this is the moment of truth. We're probably going to get the wrong answer, but whatever. AGI is going to be like 181. Oh my goodness, we might get the right answer. Oh my goodness, dude. We might get the right answer. Oh my goodness. We might do it. Look at this. 12,220.17. 193,410.5 minus 12,220.17. We got 190.33. Oh my gosh. We're at least in the right thousands, but let's see if we got the individual numbers correct. 0.33. Oh my gosh. 181, 190.33. 0.33. Oh, I'm like $500 off. What? Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? There's no way this 568 is the amount that I'm off by. Come on. How do you not include that? What? That doesn't make sense. If you didn't include the 500, how much am I off by right now? Let's see. Let's subtract the number. I'm like $500 off. 181, 690. I am almost exactly $500 off. How did that happen? How am I $500 off? I got the right number for capital gain. I got the right number for self-employment tax. Okay, qualified business income. At least I can get that number. That should be pretty easy to get because it's... Wait just a minute. Qualified business income deduction. That's not going to be a for AGI deduction, is it? It's going to be a from AGI deduction. It's right here, yes. So apparently this number, 13, I can at least try to calculate that. So apparently I still have the wrong number for adjusted gross income. I'm like $500 off. I don't know where the $500 is missing there. I have no idea. But I might just have to completely ignore that, the fact that I'm off by $500, because I don't know. Well, I can't just do the whole thing knowing I have the wrong number. I don't know. And like their total tax owed is $15,066. Standard deduction or randomized deductions. There's no way I'm finishing this one anyway. That was funny. Okay, what number is wrong? My standard deductions should be perfectly fine. The IRA deduction should count. And I got the right, like my standard, or my 4 AGI deductions should be correct, because there's only 2 4 AGI deductions other than the business income that's kind of indirectly deducted already. I should have the correct number for business income. I should have the correct number for that. So the only thing that could possibly be wrong is the total income. And the only way the total income would be wrong is so I put their wages. Their wages is correct. I put $88,000 of wages. I don't include the withheld amount of taxes yet. I don't include that yet. I'm off by exactly $400 or $500, almost exactly $500 off. So where is $500 coming from? That's off. That's literally the only thing that's wrong. Where is $500 here? Other expenses, $500? There's no way. That doesn't make any sense that I would, because if I got rid of the 500 from this, then my self-employment tax would then be wrong. There is literally a 500 here, but other expenses are allowed to be deducted. There's no reason why you wouldn't include that. And for rental, I completely ignored their rental income because they don't have any. They have a loss on that, and their AGI is going to be over 150. So they don't get to offset their income by with their loss from the rental property. I included, okay, so we have this 500. Here's another 500. That would technically fix the problem, but how come we're not supposed to include General Mills and corporate bond? That's a corporate bond. Obviously, you would include it. Why wouldn't you include it? I wonder if he just made a mistake and decided not to include it, even though you were supposed to. You're supposed to include this corporate bond interest income. Corporate bond, hello. That's what you're supposed to include that. Hello? What's going on here? I put 568 for taxable interest. If I got rid of that 500, it would give me the exact same number that he had, which is so funny. How is that even possible? Like, why would he omit 500 from that? Amount owed. Yeah. I might do like two different situations here. What I might just do is, well, the standardized slash, I mean the itemized, the from HEI deductions are going to be the same regardless of what this number is. So we're just going to have to go on to the standardized deductions. Oh, it's not going to be the same because a couple of things are calculated based on what the AGI is. So that's fun. Crap. Okay, let's calculate the qualified business income. Let's see here. Deduction. So we can find that here. So they will be able to deduct some Wisconsin tax. Let's see, interest expense. Do they have interest expense? I don't remember. Okay, charitable. I'm trying to find business, qualified business. Oh, I think it's not even on this page. It's on this page. Let's see. So there's some limitations. So let's try to just go based off of these instructions and see if we can calculate this. So we're going to go with qualified business income deduction. So we need so qualified business income from a qualified trade or business. Does it count as a qualified trade or business? Health law, consulting, accounting, actuary, science, performing arts, athletics, financial services, broker services. So looks like our business counts as a qualified trader business. So anyways, 20% of the income from the business after the application of the wage limit. Okay. Qualified real estate investment trust dividends. Qualified publicly traded partnership income. So we will have It's funny how I've actually gotten pretty close to the right answer for the adjusted gross income, but I'm still $500 off. It's exactly $500 off, almost. Like, almost exactly $500 off, which would almost imply that, like, he didn't want to include a certain part of the corporate bond interest income here, because that's at $500. There's also a $500 from the business income, but you can't change the business income because I apparently got the correct answer for that. I calculated the self-employment tax based on that income, and the self-employment tax ended up being the correct number. So if the self-employment tax is the correct number, that must mean that this is the correct number, which means there's nothing wrong with that number. And I did the capital gains the way apparently he wanted me to do it, so I got the right number there. The only number that's wrong, and I should have the right number for these too. Like, the only things here, there's a 6,500 here. What, is there some kind of limit here? Like, you can only have 6,000? I don't know. What kind of a limit would there be on the IRA? Let's see, IRA deduction, 6,500. Where's IRA? So 6,500, I guess I'll look instructions. It's kind of stupid, like, why would there be 500 missing from that? I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. Schedule 1. I'm going to look at Schedule 1, I'm going to look at what line? 20, line 20. Let's see if they have some kind of limit on this. I don't see why that would be limited there. Dang it. 20% of their income, lesser of this, or 20% of the excess, if any, of taxable income. What is this? Taxable income minus... Oh, really? I don't even know what taxable income is. Over the taxpayer's net capital gains. This is hilarious because I don't have taxable income yet, so let's just skip this part then. Well, let's just for fun, not for fun, just out of curiosity, if I was just to take 20% of their business income, what would happen? Although there's a limitation. Where's the limitation? After applying the wage limit, you cannot exceed greater of 50% of the wages paid to the business. First of all, let's do 20% of their income. So 20% of their business income is going to be what? 0.2 times 80,967.5. So we got 16,000. So that's not the right answer. Dang it. If we look at what their wages were, it was 120,500. So that maybe that something like that is. So what is 50% of the wages paid with respect to the business? So 0.5 times 120,500. So we have 60,000. So yeah, it clearly didn't exceed 60. It didn't exceed that. 25% of the wages plus 2.5% of the unadjusted basis. I'm not even going to bother with that one. So those limitations don't apply. Okay, how does this make any sense? Okay, 20% of the excess of taxable income over their net capital gains. So that maybe that's where you're supposed to get the answer from. So if I just did this one, I would get like 16,000, and that's not the answer. So maybe it's going to be this one. That was funny. Dang it. Now I have to try to do itemized deductions. Oh no. No. Now we have to go through and look for itemized deductions. So it looks like a tax is going to be, oh my goodness, look at all these taxes they paid. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Oh, great. Do we include these estimated tax payments? You would think you would include those. He gave us like 3 check numbers. Like, why? That's not going to help. He had $4,500 of tax withheld. And then she made these 3 payments of tax here, so you would think that all of these taxes would be included, right? Would all those state taxes be included in the standard deduction? Are there any other tax payments? Now we have donations to charity. Now I have to look for the stinking qualifications for this. We'll see if they met. Okay, so there's some kind of limit of 60% or 50% of their AGI. So let's just take his check number, which is blah. Like, what if he was wrong? He could be wrong. I don't even trust my professor to be right. That was funny. $109,000. Dude, none of that even gets remotely close to 109,000. Like, they're not going to have a total of 109,000 of donations, are they? Is it the fair value of the shares? Well, if we took the fair value of the shares, $170 times 10. So we have this plus 9500 plus, we'll say, let's just take the highest amount of any of all the charitable donations. They're still not close to the limit. Their limit is going to be like $100,000. Wait, what did I say? It's like 60% of 181,000. Their limit is over 100,000. They're not even going to get close to that. They're not even getting close to the limit for charitable contributions. So they can deduct all their charitable contributions. The question is, what is the stinking amount that is considered? I don't know. Now I have to try to find it. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Wait, are we going to do that one first or the taxes? So I think we should be able to get all of our taxes, all of their tax payments in for that. So is that on Schedule 3? I can't even remember. I have to open Schedule 3 probably. Nope, it's not Schedule 3. Dang it. Schedule 2. Where's... Oh. It's not Schedule 2. Then what is it? It's not Schedule 1. I already checked Schedule 1. Is it Schedule A? I don't know. What is this? Their system for naming these things. What kind of a system for naming this is this? Oh, you could do it in order. Well, taxes are easy. Because all we have are state and local taxes. We have... The only thing we have for tax is 4,500 of this, and then all these 3 payments of tax, right? That's all we need. So we just need to deduct the $4,500 of Wisconsin income tax and these 3, and that should be all the taxes. So the total state taxes we can deduct are what? But first of all, do we need to separate them into separate categories or no? Personal property. So, I don't think they even listed any other taxes. Wait, what if it's going to be taxes from our business? Dang it. Do we need to list taxes from our business in that part too? I don't think payroll taxes count. No, they don't. It doesn't have any taxes other than... Oh, we have real estate taxes here. So it looks like we are going to include that. He paid real estate tax. That counts. Because he has real estate tax, it's going to be way over $10,000 of tax. Because, look. Personal or investment purposes. So it looks like real estate tax is going to be counted, I believe, in that tax. So therefore, we're going to have over $10,000 of taxes. Well, unfortunately, I have to list all the taxes. I can't just skip over this thing. So I'll say the state and local income taxes for A, and this is going to be... I wonder if there's any other taxes I'm missing. Probably not. the income tax total is going to be what? Do we have to divide into multiple things? We have $4,500 plus $850, $850, $850. We have $7,050 for this. State and local real estate taxes. Guess I'll look at the instructions. Good. Hey. Why would I read the instructions? Do I need to read that? What line? Line 5B. Oh no, please tell me we don't have to have a safe harbor calculation. Where's line 5B? Holy crap, that's a lot of instructions for 5A. There's no way. Wait. Where's... Wow. Yeah, whatever, I'm just going to include it, alright? Can't be bothered to read all that stuff. So, state and local real estate taxes. It says he has real estate tax of $7,700 right here. So, really? You didn't type anything. And that's all the tax that there is going to be. So 5A through 5C. 5A through 5C. And we have 750 plus 7700 is 14,000, comma 750. Save. Then we have the smaller line D for $10,000. $10,000. Save. So we have lines. So we have our final amount of taxes deductible is $10,000. Now we're done with taxes. So there's medical expenses. So where's medical expenses? So we're going to say $16,000 is their medical expenses. $16,000 of medical expenses. $16,000. 16,00. Now, unfortunately, we need the AGI to do this part, which is gonna suck because we don't have the correct AGI number, and I can't for the life of me figure out what the correct AGI number is. So. This is gonna suck. there's going to be an AGI. That number depends on getting the right AGI, so I'm not going to do it just yet. Interest paid. Paid interest. So I don't think they listed any interest paid. They didn't list any interest paid, did they? Oh, there is mortgage interest. Look at that. We do have that. We have mortgage interest on his rental property. So it looks like you can deduct the mortgage interest here. So we have mortgage interest is $13,500. What about rental? What is Form 1098? Oh my goodness, what? Wait a minute. I need to look this up. Mortgage interest. I'm just going to say right here, we're going to put the 13,500. Gift to charity. Gift to charity is not going to be. I can calculate that. It's just I need to figure out whether I use fair value or not. Dang it. Where is it? First of all, contribution of money to Doctors Without Border. We have donated shares and we use clothes. So first, they donated shares to a not-for-profit organization. And it doesn't matter, like, the limitation is not going to apply because they're not even going to get remotely close to their limitations, right? They're going to get to a limitation, aren't they? Dang it. Wait, all I have to do is use this table. That's all I have to do to figure out the charitable contribution. So So first, we have 9,500 to Doctors Without Border. So 9,500 is simple. The not so simple one is shares to a not-for-profit organization. So let's see here. They donated capital gain property. Stocks, bonds, blah, blah, blah. Stocks and bonds are going to count as a capital gain property. They donated stocks. Therefore, this is capital gain property. They are limited to 30% of AGI. Public charity and private operating foundation, private non-operating foundation. What is a wait a minute. Private non-operating foundation. What is it? A not-for-profit organization. Well, privately sponsored foundations that actually fund and conduct charitable activities. We have the Platteville Public Library Foundation, not-for-profit organization. Crap. I think the public library counts as the public charity. I don't know. Yeah, I believe the library is going to count as this. It's a capital gain property. The AGI limit is 30%. So what's 30% of 181? $54,000. So they're still not even close. Like, the total amount is going to get up to like 10,000 or something, or 19,000. They're not even getting close to these limits. And also, it's fair market value or basis. Wait, what? Oh, it's fair market value. Yeah, fair market value. And it's going to be so weird. Step 1. Like, I was so confused by these steps because So basically, stop. Did they even say what her AGI was? 187,000. She made contributions of 12,530. Man, this is the most complicated thing on earth. Dude. We have AGI is this, 60% contributions, this amount. The limit for it is this, so the lesser of this is this. Then we have 50% contributions, is 160. The limit is going to be what? It's going to be the AGI times 50% minus this number. There's no way we're going to hit these limitations. Like, I'm going to do all the calculations and it's going to be all for nothing. I'm sure of it. Oh, great. Alright, well, I'll just do it. This is so annoying. Like, come on. It's all going to be for nothing because I'm just going to be able to include all of it anyways. 50%. No, there's... So they calculate a 60% deduction first. 60% deduction. They did not hit the limit at all on the 60% deduction. What about personal property? Oh, come on. Wait. Is ordinary income property the personal property? Hold on a sec. Is it going to be capital gain property or no? Personal use assets. It might be capital gain property. The clothes to Goodwill might actually end up being capital gain. Held for a year or less, inventory sells in a business assets. Assets with a value less than the taxpayer's basis in the assets. The assets have declined in value, so ordinary income property, that means that the clothes are gonna count as ordinary income property? Oh, come on. Look, personal use assets with a value less than the taxpayer's basis in the assets. The assets have declined in value. That means these are ordinary income property. That means that the used clothes, because the used clothes declined in value. Therefore, this is going to be ordinary income property. Therefore, where's the limitation thing? And therefore, their limit is going to be like either 50% or 30%. Oh. So first we have 60%. The allowable amount that they're allowed to include for that is 9,500. 50% deduction. So the shares of stock are going to not be 50%, they're going to be 30%. Because the shares of stock are capital gain property. So therefore, the ordinary income property, the used clothes are going to be ordinary income property. It's going to be to this one, so it's going to be this, and it's going to be the lesser of basis or FMV. So therefore, it's going to be the lesser amount of 400 or 6,000 because it's 50%. So 50% deduction, and there's no way they're going to reach the limit on this. There's no way. Wait, but hold on. So first, you do, the limit is going to be what? So the limit is going to be the 50% times the AGI minus 4, or minus the, so it's going to be equals 181. I'm going to just use his number for AGI, which is so funny. I'm using his number for AGI. 181,690. 181,690. What? 181,690 times 50%. Oh, stop! Minus this number, and that should be the limit. So they're limited to that, they're not even close to the limit. So therefore, we can include the full 50%, which is going to be $400 because it's used. Well, it's fair market, lesser of basis or fair market value because it's ordinary income property. It's ordinary income property. It's to a public charity. It's lesser of basis or FMV. It's 50% limit. So it's going to be. Yeah, this is all going to be for nothing, isn't it? This is all going to be for nothing. And then the shares is going to be 30% fair market value. So 30% fair market value, 30% deduction limit is equal to 181, what? Again, I have to look at this. 181,690 times 0.3, and then subtracts this, and then subtracts what you what? Subtract what? Six minus 7. So this number, oh, you know what? You can just take your previous limit and subtract 7. So what you can do for this is you can just do equals this number minus this number. And also, we should probably just switch these. Thanks a lot, buddy. So clearly, they can donate the full amount. And what is it again? It's going to be the fair market value, and it's going to be the fair market value. So because it's the fair market value of the shares, we're going to do that. They donated 10 shares, so take 10. You do 10 times the fair market value of 170. So we have $1,700 of shares. So 1,700. So we have not reached the limit at all. This was a waste of time. This sucks. Total deductible is the full amount, which is freaking awesome. 1 plus this plus this, and we ended up with 11,000 something. So we can deduct $11,600 of charity. There's the $9,500 charitable contribution. There's the shares, which is going to be 10 shares times the fair market value of 170, And then there's the used clothes to fair market value of $400. So there you go. So we have $11,600 of charitable contribution, which is deductible. So now we have to just... All right, so gifts by cash or check is going to be $9,500. The other than cash or check was the shares, and it was the other things, so it's just going to be the total of the other two. 1,700 plus 400 is 2,100. So we have 2,100. So add the lines, and you end up with, just double check those for me, 11,600. Save. So we have completed. We don't have the medical and dental expenses completed because I'm using AGI for that. So we'll just save that for last, and then I have to decide whether to use his number for AGI or my number, because we got different numbers. Maybe I'll send him a note like, I got a different number for AGI, but I have no idea why, so I'm just going to use your number. Like, I don't know, because I just want to get the same answer as him for a certain thing. So you know what? We're just going to assume his number is correct for this and just get it over with. And I'll tell him in a comment on when I turn in the assignment that I used his number for AGI, but I actually calculated a number that was $500 off. I have no idea how I got a number that was $500 off. So, like, I got a number that was $500 less than his number, so I'm not sure where the $500 is missing. Like, there's a couple of different 500 numbers in all of the information, but I don't know which one of those is the one that I got wrong, or if any of them, those were the reason I got it wrong. So anyways, for medical expense, we're just going to use his number for AGI. And I believe it's this one, line 11 for 1040, which is AGI. So we're going to use his number, sadly. And his number was 181,690. I mean, it's just an exercise anyways, so it's an exercise in trying to do taxes correctly. And I at least tried, and I got a number that was $500 off. Now, and I'm just going to use his number for the rest of the form, so I can get his same answers for all the other stuff. So I'll just let him know that I used his number for all of the other calculations, but I have my own number listed just because that's the number that I got through my process of trying to figure out what it was. That was funny. Multiply line 2 by 7.5%. 181,690 times 0.075. So we have 13,626.75. So we have subtract line 3 from line 1. So do the 16,000 minus the 13,000. So we have 16,000 minus, and just double checking to make sure that's the correct amount of medical expense. Yes. So 13,626.75, and we ended up with 2,373.25. So we ended up with that amount of medical expense deductions. We ended up with tax deduction. We have interest deduction. We have gift to charity, casualty and theft, nothing. Other itemized, nothing. So total itemized. Hey, that's not too bad. That's all the itemized deductions. There's nothing else. Huh. Interesting. I thought there would be more, but I guess not. We have medical and dental expenses, taxes, interest you paid, gifts to charity, casualty and theft losses, other itemized deductions. I guess I'll look in the instructions. Schedule A instructions. What is the line number? Line 16. Here we go. Building work. All right, let's see. So we have disaster loss. But where's the list of other ones? Gambling losses, casualty and theft, federal state tax, a deduction for amortizable bond premium, ordinary loss. Yeah, I don't see any there, so we'll just assume there's nothing else. So there we go. We have all of these deductions, and it's going to be way over the standard deduction. Total itemized deductions for lines 4 through 16, and total is going to be line 17. So now it's time to add all the numbers. That was fun. I only have about 1 hour left before I have to go to class, dang it. And I still have to do a bunch of other stuff other than the itemized deductions, because I still have to calculate the qualified business income, I still have to calculate additional taxes, and I have to calculate prepaid taxes that are you subtract, and I have to calculate credits. I don't even know if there's going to be any credits. Like the instructions didn't say anything about credits. Like, are we going to get credits or no? Whatever. I might just end up assuming we have no credits. But anyways, so that one plus 10,000 plus 13,500 plus 11,600. All right, so we have 2373.25. We have 10,000. We have 13,500, and we have 11,600. That's fine. So the total amount of itemized deductions is 37,473.25. Save. So it looks like we're done with Schedule A. So this will be included, and I will copy this and paste it on line 12 of 1040. So we have the itemized deductions here. We have this. So their standard deduction is 25,900. So clearly it's itemized deduction. Now we have qualified business income deduction. And we can calculate that because, oh, dude, how are you supposed to calculate qualified business income deduction if you don't have the taxable income? Are you kidding me? This doesn't make any sense. What the heck? Oh, dude, this is so annoying. He got a number. I don't know how to calculate that number. He got like 15,000 something. I got 16,000 when I did the 20% thing. But what about this? How on earth are you supposed to do B? How do you do B here? Because 20% of the excess of the taxable income. What? You don't. Yeah, but you calculate the qualified business income before you get taxable income. Are you kidding me? How are you even supposed to do that? Form 8995 or Form 8995A. Ah, I see here. So you just take your taxable income as it currently stands. Just take your number of, so taxable income. So we're not going to use the 181, 190, 33. What I might do is I might put this 181 blah 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 in a separate thing, like, and I'll just put his number there for the correct number, so I have the correct number listed. But I'll let him know I didn't get that number. I got this number instead of his number, so I have no idea what I did wrong. So anyways, so we're gonna take. Okay, where should I even put it? I don't even know where to put it. I need to put it somewhere. I'll just put it in a separate tab. Wow! Now I'm going to replace my number for AGI with his number, and 181, 16. I don't even remember what it is. 181, 690. So the current taxable income that we have for QBI, we have we currently have a taxable income of what? 181,690 minus 37,473.25. So we ended up with 144,216. 144,216.75. So 144,216.75. And then what is the limitation, or what is the thing here? We have 20% of the excess of taxable income over, so taxpayers' net capital gains. Taxpayers' net capital gains. So we have 23,875. Yep. Ouch. So we have 20%. So the excess of taxable income over the capital gains. So this number minus this number. 20% of excess. 20% of excess over the of taxable income over the taxpayers' net capital gains. So equals 0.2 times this number. So clearly it's not that. You've got to be kidding me. So how come I'm getting a different number for qualified business income than he got? This doesn't make any sense. Because of some kind of limitation? There isn't going to be a limitation. I already tried the limitation. There is no limitation. Because there's a wage limit here. The wage limit is 50% of wages paid. 50% of wages. I already calculated this. Wait, what did it say the limitation was? It says that it has to be the lesser of these two things. So clearly this one doesn't apply because this one's less. But I need to figure out, I'll do the wage limit again. So 50% of wages is Schedule C. 50% of wages, there. We have 120, 500 times 0.5. 60,000, blah, blah, blah. So what's the limitation again? It cannot exceed this, and it cannot exceed the sum of 25% of the wages plus 2.5% of the unadjusted basis of all qualified property. What is qualified property? What the heck? Well, it's not going to reach that limitation anyways, so it doesn't matter. 20% of the taxpayer's qualified business income. Plus 20% of the taxpayer's qualified real estate investment, trust dividends, and qualified publicly traded partnership income. 20% of QBI. 20% of QBI. 20% of business income.
We already know business income is, well, we'll see. We'll copy and paste the business income because we know the business income is 80,000. Something. 80,967.5. Why did I get the wrong number? Seriously? Like, why? Why, dude? I don't get it. I got the right number for the self-employment tax. I got the wrong number for the business income. How is that even possible? So the things that my numbers which disagree with his numbers, maybe I'll include that as a separate tab. This tab will be called My Numbers That Disagreed or something. Who cares anyways? My result for QBI, qualified business income deduction. How did I get a different number than he did anyways? I don't get it. Really? Paste the result. So even though I got a different number, I'm going to use his number because I'm going to get the same answer as him. Just so that I know I'm doing certain things right, but other things I'm not doing right. So 15,049 is what I'm going to put there. Qualified business income deduction here. 15,000, 49. So add lines 12 and 13. All right, so 12 is 37,473.25 plus 15,000 and 49. We have 52, 522.25. Subtract line 14 from line 11. Okay. So you have your adjusted gross income, which he gave me the check number, and I'm using that number. Subtract 52,000 is going to be your 52,000 is going to be your from AGI deductions. So we have 52,522.25 subtracted from their adjusted gross income, and then we will have the number 129. Holy crap, I got a number way off from his number. Oh wait, never mind. He didn't calculate taxable income. He didn't give us taxable income as his check number. He gave us the total tax owed. So 167.75. So 129, 167.75. We have completely finished page 1 of this form. Wow. I'm not even going to bother with all this other information. I'm just going to do the numbers because I don't have time. Well, I guess I should put the married filing jointly, right? Because that's kind of important. So married filing jointly, I mean, that's the most important thing you need to put at the top of this. So tax. My God. Wait, so we can calculate the tax already.